11 News starts with breaking news.
Breaking now, a school sending students home because a bed bug was found. Pest control has been called to the South Allegheny Middle Senior High School. Rolling early dismissals started at 11:20. The district says just because one bed bug was found doesn't mean the building is infested, saying it's taking these steps out of an abundance of caution. The Channel 11 News crew is working to learn more. Look for the latest developing details on this story tonight on Channel 11 News at 5. A school scare in Sewickley. Students were evacuated from Quaker Valley Middle School after a strong odor went through the hallways. The fire department and gas company were called around 9 this morning. They gave the all clear a little over an hour later, and the odor is no longer present. The maintenance staff is now working to identify the source of the smell. And more breaking news, the coronavirus may have made its way to Ohio. 2 Miami University of Ohio students have been tested for possible coronavirus. One student presented symptoms of the virus yesterday. The other student did not have any symptoms, but was recently on a trip overseas with the first student, so he was also tested. The CDC should have those results in the next few days. And this morning, we learned health officials are investigating a possible case of coronavirus in Philadelphia. It involves a Chinese exchange student at a charter school. Officials say he started feeling sick after returning from China last Tuesday. On his way to the U.S., he changed flights in the city of Wuhan, which is ground zero for the virus. Health officials are still waiting for his test results, but they say he's already feeling better. They say the risk to others is low. There are 5 confirmed cases in the U.S. The pneumonia-like illness is spreading through Asia. We'll have more on the rush to stop the spread coming up just ahead. The shocking case of a local woman who was taken to the Nevada desert and killed returned to a Pittsburgh courtroom today. John Chapman was formally arraigned this morning. He's charged only with kidnapping at this point. Police say Chapman took Jamie Fedden to Nevada and killed her back in September. He confessed, but then took that confession back. Fedden's body was found in the desert outside of Las Vegas. Murder charges are still pending in the case because the federal government has not determined if Fedden's body was found on private or public land. A wild situation downtown. Police say this man tried to rob a Port Authority police officer and then took off running in and out of traffic. And it all happened right during rush hour. Now, Channel 11's Liz Kilmer is live at the county jail where that suspect is behind bars. Liz?
Yeah, Gordon, Aaron Walker landed here at the Allegheny County Jail after trying to rob the wrong guy, a Port Authority police officer who was in plain clothes. Well, that cop called in help. Officers pursued Walker, and that would-be crook was caught. It was right during rush hour around 6 o'clock Monday night when, according to court documents, Aaron Walker approached a man with a knife and demanded cash and a cigarette. Well, that victim was a Port Authority police officer in plain clothes. Walker eventually took off and officers pursued him, watching as he darted and stumbled in and out of traffic, nearly getting hit by an ambulance and cop car on Liberty Avenue.
Yeah, it's crazy what happens around here, even just a few blocks from my school.
Cops caught up with Walker at the parking garage by Katz Plaza, right in the Cultural District, where court documents say an officer presented his badge and ultimately his service weapon to get Walker to surrender, which he did, but kicking and screaming, causing damage to the door of a police car. And court documents say that this was not the first time that Walker approached that cop that he tried to rob. I'm going to have more on that coming up tonight at 5, plus the stolen item that police say the suspect had on him. For now, I'm live at the Allegheny County Jail. Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
New at noon, Governor Tom Wolf says he is not giving up his fight to raise the minimum wage. He reintroduced a plan this morning to raise the minimum to $12 an hour with a pathway to $15. The state's current minimum wage has been stuck at $7.25 an hour since 2009.
Pennsylvanians are worth more than $7.25 an hour. So I'm going to continue to fight for a minimum wage until all Pennsylvanians are finally paid life-sustaining wages.
This is the 6th time Governor Wolf has proposed raising the minimum wage. 29 states have a higher minimum than Pennsylvania. Drizzle and light snow is falling across parts of the area. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking the conditions right now in Severe Weather Center 11.
Yeah, it's much of the same, just like we had out there yesterday. So if you were out and about, you probably had that drizzle falling on you, as well as a little bit of light snow. I've even seen a little bit of sleet, some very tiny little ice pellets that have been bouncing off the car today. This is a live look at Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. And if you're heading out the door, you're going to need a way to keep dry because, yes, you're going to run into this mixed precipitation. And we're seeing it here on the radar, showing up right through Pittsburgh and Allegheny County, as well as southern Butler County and into Lawrence County as well. So we'll zoom in here and I'll put it into motion. You can see very light returns showing up on the radar from near Ross, North Braddock, and Penn Hills. Also kind of a heavier little band of moisture showing up here well south of the Butler area and all the way up toward the northwest into Elwood City. So this is either going to be some light snow and or a little bit of drizzle potentially mixed in. The temperatures are above freezing in many of our locations today. So right now we're not concerned with freezing drizzle unless you encounter that in some of those higher elevations where we could be below freezing there. But it's 33 in Pittsburgh, 34 in Greensburg right now. So either way, you're going to need your big coat when you head out the door. I'll let you know how the temperatures fare for the rest of the evening if you have any dinner plans. And we'll also take a look ahead to how long this precipitation will continue. Gordon.
Breaking news now. Crews are on the scene of a fire here in Butler County, and you can see a lot of smoke filling that whole roadway there. This is in Butler County along Route 19 in Jackson Township, just north of 528. We understand this is a commercial building that is on fire, but we're working to confirm what that business is. We have a crew there working to get more information for updates throughout this newscast. One person is in critical condition after a shooting in Woods Run. ShotSpotter detected gunshots near Woods Run Avenue and Brighton Road at around 7:30 last night. When officers got there, they found broken glass and blood, but no victim. Then a short time later, the victim showed up at the hospital. 4 people are recovering this morning after a devastating fire in Beaver County. Channel 11 was first to tell you about this last night at 6. Take a look. You can see the smoke and flames pouring out of this home on 8th Avenue in Beaver Falls. 4 people who were inside the home were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. The smoke was so heavy, it damaged the business next door.
The smoke was so thick they could hardly see going up the avenue. The smoke it inverted back down, and the whole downtown area was completely blanketed with smoke.
The fire chief tells us 2 firefighters partially fell through the floor, but were not hurt. The cause of the fire is under investigation. The NBA is postponing tonight's game between the Los Angeles Lakers and Clippers at the Staples Center. The decision comes in the wake of former Laker and NBA star Kobe Bryant's death. And new video just out appears to show the helicopter that was carrying Bryant just moments before it crashed in California Sunday. The timestamp indicates the video was taken just 30 minutes before the chopper went down. Also today, federal investigators are revealing more on the last transmission from the pilot. NBC's Jennifer Bjorklund has the latest from Los Angeles.
He is not just a person, he's a generation.
L.A. awash in purple and gold to honor a favorite son, his daughter, and others just like them. Carrie, John, and Alyssa Altobelli. Sarah and Peyton Chester also on board. And Christina Mauser, a mother of 3 who coached with Bryant.
My 3-year-old's screaming for mom. So, what do you do?
Pilot Ara Zubayan took off from Orange County Airport at 9:08 a.m., headed to Mamba Academy in Thousand Oaks. But with clouds and fog, requested special visual rules for low ceilings.
Helicopter 2 Echo X-ray with you for the special VFR transition. We are currently at 1400.
Radar shows the Sikorsky nearing Calabasas as the pilot asked for guidance from air traffic control.
2 Echo X-ray, you're still too low level for flight following at this time.
Investigators are asking for pictures of weather conditions around the scene of the crash at around the time of the crash on Sunday so that they can get a better picture of what the pilot was facing and give the family and fans some answers. Jennifer Bjorklund, NBC News, Los Angeles.
U.S. Steel will hold informational sessions to discuss upgrades being made to the Clairton Coke Works plant. Channel 11 told you when the company announced a $1.2 billion investment last year. A public meeting will be held tonight to discuss how that money will be used at the Clairton and Braddock plants. The meeting is at 6 at the U.S. Steel training facility in Duquesne. Our news partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times have learned dozens of people will be laid off from a courier company in Sewickley. 91 workers at Greenwich Logistics will be let go in March. The company does business as couriers in 5 locations. More than 400 workers will be furloughed company-wide. Getting around Pittsburgh on a SkyTram is just one part of the mayor's plan for the city's future. Channel 11's Mike Holden takes us through how the mayor wants to transform how we travel.
From the ground right here in front of me, to the air, to the water right here over my shoulder, Mayor Bill Peduto has a huge vision when it comes to travel right here in Pittsburgh. And he ultimately wants to transform the parking authority to the mobility authority in the years ahead. From self-driving cars to gondolas to marinas, Mayor Bill Peduto's future focus is on efficient travel. At a panel discussion last night, he said there is a critical need, and the bigger picture will include new ways to get around the Steel City while also improving the parking problems. He's eyeing connectivity with a focus on bridging the gap and helping folks get from places like the Hill District to the Strip District in a faster fashion. Some of the ideas on the table include possibly adding another incline if the setup is right. In addition, he says similar-sized cities have experienced success when it comes to alternative means of transportation. In Portland, Oregon, they use gondolas, which are these enclosed cable cars in a lift that cut down on traffic and emissions. Pittsburghers, though, had some mixed reactions.
Put up some more signs, stop lights. Don't worry about getting them over the city and through the city. Worry about the people walking the streets now.
Oh, I think it's good. I think it's a good idea. Way to get people from one place to another.
And Mayor Peduto hopes to change over the authority within the next 5 years. All of these ideas are very preliminary at this point. Coming up on Channel 11 News at 5 o'clock tonight, we're reaching out to Mayor Peduto's office for an official response. Reporting from the North Shore this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
I was waiting for him to start talking about the Titanic and the Hindenburg and everything. You know, I mean, he had more excuses.
And those excuses caught up to one contractor just how much money he's accused of taking from homeowners for repairs he never finished. And a customer with cruel intentions, what police say he was hiding in this shopping bag that has business owners on alert.
It's another cold day for us. I'll let you know what to expect if you're heading out this evening. I'm also tracking more chances for rain and snow in the extended forecast.
And a 4-legged friend is bringing smiles to patients at a local hospital. What organizers hope she'll inspire others to do.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now. Depend on Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, to keep you ahead of every twist and turn. Real, clear, accurate. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper. That's coverage you can count on. Watch David Johnson and Lisa Sylvester on Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
I don't like the idea of someone ripping my wife and that off because she worked hard all her life.
Channel 11 getting answers after a local contractor is accused of scamming people out of thousands of dollars. Our Renee Wallace is learning more about Conklin's past and explaining how he allegedly took his victim's money for home repairs and never returned.
This guy just looked like a con man. You know, he did.
Retiree Fred Sowers of Shaler has managed to keep his sense of humor even though he's lost hundreds of dollars in life savings to the man police call a crooked contractor, Gerald Conklin of Millville.
I was thinking all along, you know, geez, what are we doing the right thing here?
Fred says he hired Conklin to do some repair work on 3 backyard sheds. The sheds were pretty weathered and needed some repair. Conklin was hired to install outside lights and replace the roofs on the 2 smaller sheds. According to investigators, Fred and his wife paid Conklin 3 checks totaling $1,500. Days and then weeks passed, and Fred said the work wasn't done. Conklin told him weather or his health was bad.
I was waiting for him to start talking about the Titanic and the Hindenburg and everything. You know, I mean, he had more excuses.
Channel 11 looked into Conklin's background, and what we found was eye-opening. I scrolled through pages of criminal history, arrests for false statements to induce agreement for home improvement services, and bad checks dating back to 2012. What we quickly discovered is Conklin was already in jail, accused of committing the same crime in December.
It's kind of satisfying to know that he's getting what he's getting because that's what you deserve. I mean, that's just like him taking my wallet.
We could not verify that Conklin has a current contractor's license here in the state of Pennsylvania. A security guard at Arnold Palmer Regional Airport was sent home Friday night after failing an alcohol test. According to the Trib, the airport authority's director said that 2 other guards noticed their coworker acting oddly, so that guard was tested. Airport officials say he is not a TSA agent, but does guard secure areas and exits. The airport authority said this is the man's first infraction, and he has not been fired. The West Jefferson Hills School District wants to remove asbestos from a building. Today, officials are expected to vote on a $20,000 contract. If approved, KU Resources would be hired to survey the building to find all hazardous materials. 2 other companies already found asbestos and other hazardous materials there. The death toll from the coronavirus in China continues to rise. Health officials say 106 people have now died. That is 25 more victims than this time yesterday. Earlier in the show, we told you health officials are investigating a possible case of coronavirus in Philadelphia as well as another in Ohio. Governments across the globe are taking extraordinary steps and measures to try to halt the outbreak. NBC's Janice Mackey-Fryer has more on the Americans in the epicenter of the virus outbreak.
Americans stuck at the epicenter of the virus outbreak.
I'm more than a little concerned about what would happen if one or both of us got sick.
A flight organized by the State Department, the only lifeline for U.S. consulate staff and a handful of other Americans.
To the U.S., yeah. So your Nana and your Papa, huh?
We are going to the airport.
A tense drive to the airport for Jacob Wilson from Louisiana, working at a tech startup here.
I love you.
Worse, the drive back. He didn't get a call to board the flight.
If there was a bigger plane that could fit everybody, I definitely want to be on it.
The virus now spreading rapidly, with more than 4,500 confirmed cases in China, most of them in Wuhan. In the U.S., there are now 5 confirmed cases, with 110 people being evaluated in 26 states. The CDC dramatically expanding screenings, adding extra staff to 20 airports where passengers can be quarantined. American health officials also advising travelers to avoid all non-essential trips to China because of the virus. Ground zero for the virus, believed to be this market in Wuhan that sold live animals and wildlife for consumption. Authorities confirming the virus can be transmitted from human to human through coughing, sneezing, and other personal contact. For the hundreds of Americans left behind here, fear and uncertainty. Janice Mackey-Fryer, NBC News, Beijing.
For the hundreds of Americans still in Wuhan, the State Department is saying nothing about more planes to get them back home.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Overcast sky out there on our tower cam looking live over the city. It's 33 degrees. We've got a wind chill at 23 and a wind that's out of the west-northwest right now at 14 miles per hour. It's a rather gloomy day once again for us here around our area. Today, those clouds will continue. The high temperature right around 34, so they're not going to climb a whole lot more than where they're at right now, which is right at 33 here in the city. Again, those westerly winds blowing anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour through the afternoon. We're also going to be encountering pockets of drizzle and some light snow, so you're going to encounter that when you're out and about this evening. A good idea to have your head covered with that raincoat or at least a big coat that has a hoodie on it. Here's a look at the temperature forecast for the rest of this evening. 33 at 6 o'clock, freezing at 8 p.m. If you're heading out and about, I'm not really concerned with slick roadways at this point. The ground temperature will still be hovering just above the freezing mark. Overnight tonight, any residual moisture left on the area roads could create a little bit of slipperiness out the door early tomorrow morning. Again, mainly untreated surfaces, neighborhood streets, sidewalks, things like that. Here's a look at Storm Tracker as we head through the afternoon. This is a snapshot at 1 p.m. And while there will still be the chance of some drizzle, which is very fine precipitation that the model data often doesn't pick up on, there will also be, it looks like, some passing snow showers come again as we head into the afternoon and evening. So this is a look at 4 p.m. You can see that kind of setting up here just to the north of the Pittsburgh area proper. And as we head through evening, those are going to be passing in from the northwest and training toward the southeast or moving toward the southeast, and that's a snapshot at 7:30 in the evening. Little to no snow accumulation is expected, and once we get into late tonight into tomorrow, looks like conditions will overall start to improve. 26 overnight tonight. Winds will be light out of the northwest. We'll keep that chance for some drizzle and or some flurries in there through late night before finally starting to clear out. Temperatures across the rest of the area, 24 Greensburg, 25 in Uniontown. So it's going to be a cold start for us out the door Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, temperatures on par from where they're at today, about 34 degrees in the afternoon, which is close to average. Average is a couple of ticks higher than this. It'll be mainly cloudy, though, for us. Unfortunately, not going to see a whole lot of sunshine the way it looks right now for the day tomorrow. At least the winds will be calm, so in the afternoon there shouldn't be much of a wind chill factor. 34 for you in Butler tomorrow, 36 in Greensburg and in Uniontown, about 37 down south in Morgantown. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view, and I wanted to let you know that I've added in a chance for a rain-snow mix on Thursday. It's a slight chance here for Pittsburgh right now. This little weather disturbance kind of coming in, bringing some moisture into our south and eastern communities the way it looks right now. That'll be the more favorable area. We'll keep you updated, though, on how the model data trends. Friday, mostly cloudy, 39, and there are still signs that that rain and snow mix will be coming in on Saturday. We're still trying to nail down the timing, whether it's morning or afternoon, but coming up in the next half hour, I want to show you a closer look at some of that model data on our storm tracker maps for the weekend to help you plan ahead. Gordon?
All right, thank you, Danielle. Student athletes addicted, why they're more likely to use opioids and what lawmakers are doing about it. But first, the therapy dog one local hospital hopes will inspire others. Breaking News Desk is really an invaluable tool.
You're going to get breaking news as it's happening. You can be assured that everything I tell you is something that's important that's going to impact your day.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
I know the neighborhoods, I know the school districts, and that really helps to inform you so that you know if something is going to impact your family.
As soon as she gets that information, the Breaking News Desk is able to go on air, bring that information to you and share it.
That is a resource no one else has. If you see me on the Breaking News Desk, you
tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
A visitor to Jefferson Hospital is bringing a lot of happiness to patients, and she's helping so much, hospital officials hope she inspires more to volunteer. Here's Channel 11's Jennifer Tomasic.
Much to Chloe's delight, a hospital visitor walks right up to say hi.
She breaks the ice with them because just a big white buzzball.
She's become quite the celebrity at Jefferson Hospital.
Come on, sweetie.
Oh, yes, I would like to say hello to Chloe. She's beautiful.
Chloe is one of 2 therapy dogs at the Allegheny Health Network Hospital. She and her owner, Dennis Durbiano, make the rounds visiting with patients once a month.
How old is she?
She just turned 4.
Oh, wow.
The conversation is easy with Chloe around. Connecting people is just one of the reasons AHN wants to add more therapy dogs to its lineup at Jefferson Hospital. The others?
That really helps just patients calm down and relax, and then it helps the people who are caring for them calm down and relax.
Studies have shown lower blood pressure, good for emotional well-being. It just, their faces light up.
What you doing, baby?
The therapy dogs have to be certified to volunteer at the hospital. Chloe's been doing it for 2.5 years. The Great Pyrenees' calm demeanor makes her the perfect fit for the job.
You can actively see the good it does. I can reach 100 people in an afternoon, and it's really something.
You need that break up and different things to just keep your attitude going, and, you know, it was great. I was glad to see him. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
At Jefferson Hospital, Jennifer Tomasic, Channel 11 News.
Like a great program there. Police are looking for a man who held up a store in the middle of the day.
I'm just blessed that we didn't get robbed at gunpoint as well.
The threat police say the gunman made that has other business owners concerned.
Cloudy sky out there. I'm going to update you with Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, let you know where all that drizzle and that snow is falling if you are just heading out.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Amazing people are having a big impact all over rural America. Small town, big deal. Weekdays at 2 p.m. on WPXI.
Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop.
As a mom, I know your morning is busy. We're going to give you everything you need, from the breaking news desk to weather and traffic. When you walk out that door, you're prepared.
The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
We're back with continuing breaking news coverage out of Butler County. Our photographer just sent back this video of a fire in Jackson Township. This is on Route 19, just north of 528, and you can see the thick smoke that firefighters are dealing with right now. We understand this is a commercial building called Linex and Crown, and we just learned that no one was hurt. We have a crew continuing to work there to get more information for updates. Shocking video shows a robber pull a gun on a store clerk in broad daylight. This happened on Main Street in the city of Washington. And the robbery happened just moments before a customer walked in the door. Channel 11's Kara Sapita spoke to other business owners who are now on alert after this crime.
Police officer asked me if I'd seen the suspect. I guess he got away on foot.
Businesses on Main Street in Washington are on alert after a worker was held at gunpoint in the middle of the afternoon Saturday, a block from the Washington County Courthouse. Surveillance video captures the man walking into the Metro PCS carrying a grocery store plastic bag. Another angle shows when he places the bag on the counter and pulls out a gun, points it at the clerk, and demands cash. Watch as the clerk slowly lowers off of his stool toward the cash register, begins collecting bills, hands them to the robber, and places both hands in the air. The clerk told police the suspect said, "Give me all the money, don't touch anything, or I will kill you." Seconds later, another customer walks in the store. The clerk tells him to leave, locks the door, and calls 911.
I'm just blessed that we didn't get robbed at gunpoint as well.
Workers on Main Street are paying extra attention to who is walking through their doors and hoping someone recognizes the suspect in this video. He's not wearing a mask, but the video doesn't capture his face very well.
Kind of weird that it happened in the middle of the day.
I have never had any problems, actually.
At the art gallery across the street, owner Peter West says he's grateful this is a rare occurrence.
There's occasional little vandalism, but nothing major. So I think the Washington police do a great job.
Kara Sapita, Channel 11 News.
The NTSB is still waiting for the preliminary report on the turnpike crash that killed 5 people. Initial estimates were that it would be finished in about 10 days, but now it has been nearly a month. The NTSB says they're looking at speed, distractions, and weather conditions at the time of the crash. Nearly 60 other people were hurt on January 5th when a bus, 3 tractor trailers, and a car collided in Mount Pleasant Township. It's unclear when Noblestown Road will completely reopen. That road is down to 1 alternating lane after a landslide early Sunday morning between Wagner and Wabash Streets. The slide sent trees and rocks onto parked cars below. Crews are still working on a plan to fix the road. Well, a little bit of everything out there today, weather-wise. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking who is seeing a little bit of rain and snow.
So, Gordon, I've seen this little persistent band of moisture that's been up around Butler County and kind of extending into Lawrence County. So I wanted to point that out to those of you who are just joining us. Maybe you're catching the radar. You want to get a look at it before you head out the door. Some of that white shaded color showing up in Butler County. It's most likely going to be snow, but in spots it could be mixing with drizzle. So I don't want to entirely rule that out. Radar has had a hard time kind of picking up on that mixed precipitation. Oftentimes drizzle goes undetected on radar because it's just such a fine precipitation. But this is where I'm seeing some of the bulk of the moisture here right now, from Evans City all the way down toward the Buffalo area, northern Allegheny County around West Deer and the Harrison region, and then always also that is extending up into Lawrence County. I wanted to expand the view because there are some very light precipitation showing up here through Washington County, other parts of Allegheny. So if you are heading out, I'd have a way just to keep dry because we will be detecting a little bit of that drizzle from time to time today, as well as I've even seen a little sleet. So some little ice pellets maybe bouncing off your windshield at times. So you can always stay updated. Download our Severe Weather Team 11 app right to your phone. It's going to bring you the radar and the forecast, and that's the radar right there. So you can track us as you're on the go. Coming up, we'll have a closer look at that weekend system. Gordon.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Police are looking for a prisoner who escaped in Mercer County. His name is Travis Bryant. State police in Mercer say that he ran off from a car that was taking him back to the Mercer County Jail yesterday. He was out on furlough at the time. He was last seen by family members in Hermitage. If you know where he is or think you may have seen him, you're asked to call state police. Some couples bond over watching TV, traveling, or painting together. One Pennsylvania couple did it by running around town, blowing things up in the middle of the night. The Bucks County couple took a plea deal and admitted to setting off a series of explosives in 2018. The couple admits it was foolish, but says they were just having fun.
I don't see how anyone could have thought it was fun, but clearly we're just so grateful that nobody got injured in all of this.
Authorities spent months in 2018 trying to figure out who was responsible for the explosions. Studies show student athletes may be at higher risk of opioid addiction due to injuries. Now some lawmakers want prevention programs in schools as well as more training for coaches. Channel 11's Samantha Manning found out how it will work.
Research shows almost 800,000 teens and kids reported abusing opioids in 1 year. The purpose of this bill is to prevent that abuse among student athletes who are particularly vulnerable. It's dubbed the Student and Student Athlete Opioid Misuse Prevention Act. The bill calls for investing $10 million in training for teachers, coaches, and trainers, as well as for anti-drug abuse education programs. Student athletes are at risk of opioid addiction because of painkillers prescribed for sporting injuries. A government report says more than 11 million people abuse painkillers a year. It says most people reported they started the use of opioids to relieve physical pain, but it grew into an addiction. We spoke with one of the bill's co-sponsors in the Senate.
What works the best is when law enforcement and treatment providers and educators in the community, churches, when everyone is involved in the response. But in order to be successful, they've got to have resources.
And research shows more than half the people who reported abusing opioids say they got it from a friend or relative. Reporting in Washington, Samantha Manning, Channel 11 News.
2 Pennsylvania firefighters are sharing their personal battles with the hope of keeping their brothers healthy. Jeff Eisman was diagnosed with lymphoma in 2002. Dan Rothmerler has also fought lymphoma since back in 2004. The men say the thick smoke from fires soaked into the pores of their skin and led to their illnesses.
You know, it doesn't matter if you run 10 calls a year or if you run 1,500. We just got to protect ourselves.
Jeff and Dan are now advising other firefighters to constantly clean their gear, shower after every call, and if possible, purchase more protective gear. Tuition at Carnegie Mellon University is edging higher. Officials recently approved a 3.2% tuition increase for the next school year. That's $77,000 a year and well above the national average of nearly $50,000 a year for private universities. Average tuition at a 4-year public university is nearly $22,000. Bar Louie has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but the 2 locations in Pittsburgh will stay open. One is at the waterfront and the other is on the North Shore. There are 90 other locations across the country. They will all stay open during bankruptcy proceedings. General Motors is banking on an all-electric driving future. GM executives announced they're investing more than $2 billion in the company's first fully dedicated electric vehicle assembly plant. The first electric vehicle to roll off the assembly line at the Detroit Hamtramck plant will be a pickup truck scheduled to begin production late next year.
It comes along with a strong desire of business and government to work together, and that's exactly what was happening here with the city and the state.
According to the company, when the operation is up and running fully, it will provide more than 2,200 jobs. The FDA is cracking down on the makers of Purell sanitizer. What it says the company can no longer promise customers. First, this is a real traffic stop. The reason deputies pulled over the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile and scolded the driver.
I like people to be honest, not stupid.
Nobody brings the truth to life.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Nobody can read between the lies.
I'm 5'9", and I have a body like Christy Brinkley. Do you believe that?
Like Judge Judy.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You stole a little money. You wanted a big red truck. Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck. I still love this job.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11.
followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Police are searching for a man accused of stealing a $500,000 worth of jewelry from Philadelphia 76ers legend Allen Iverson. The man stole a backpack with the jewelry from the Sofitel Hotel this morning. Iverson was not there at the time of the theft. Wisconsin deputies made a traffic stop recently involving a rather unusual vehicle, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. The hot dog-shaped car was pulled over because Waukesha County Sheriff's officials say the driver did not follow the move-over law. That law requires drivers to move away from or slow down when a vehicle is on the side of the road with their emergency lights on. Officials say the side of the road is one of the most dangerous places for first responders and maintenance personnel. The Wienermobile driver was given a verbal warning. The FDA has ordered the makers of Purell to stop making unproven claims. The agency sent a strongly worded letter to Gojo Industries, the maker of Purell. The FDA takes issue with their claim that Purell may kill the Ebola virus. No hand sanitizers have been tested against Ebola. The letter also calls out the company for claiming Purell kills MRSA and other germs. Only federally approved drugs are allowed to claim they protect people from getting sick. The FDA says if Purell wants to get approved as a drug, then they're free to apply. A doctor diagnosed with advanced lung cancer. She never smoked and was obviously shocked by the news.
With lung cancer, everybody thinks, well, it's not going to happen to me.
The one symptom that led to the diagnosis and how cancer has created a new passion.
And we've spent a couple of days with a little bit of drizzle, a little bit of snow, but I'm going to let you know when more snow will arrive in the forecast, and we'll go over that weekend weather. Stick with us.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Check out the intense, action-packed world of esports. Top plays and interviews on Esports Weekly, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI.
Between the lies.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You saw a little money. You wanted a big red truck.
Like Judge Judy.
Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11. Watch The Wendy Williams Show, weekdays at 11 on Channel 11.
An anesthesiologist from Rhode Island was diagnosed with advanced lung cancer almost 2 years ago. She was only 44 years old at the time, had never smoked, and was raising 2 small children. Barbara Morris reports.
With lung cancer, everybody thinks, well, it's not going to happen to me.
Having never smoked, that was the last thing Jen Cipriani ever expected. Looking back, she recalls having a persistent cough.
I do believe that early on with this cough, I had just infections. I was getting sick for whatever reason. I just had what I used to refer to as bad lungs.
Matt, her husband of 15 years, noticed it too.
People they see you every day functioning absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And
it just was my norm.
The assumption just is, oh, you're okay. You know, it's just a cough, but look at you, you're functioning fine.
After all, Jen was a busy anesthesiologist in Winchester, Massachusetts. One day during surgery, another doctor suggested she have an X-ray. It showed a mass. Then she had more advanced scans.
I got the call from the surgeon, and he was like, Jen, I don't know how to tell you this, but, you know, there's spots that are lighting up, you know, all over your body.
Turned out she had terminal lung cancer. It was that diagnosis that led Jen to leave her job, this couple moving back to Rhode Island with their 2 children, Jack and Charlotte.
I do a lot of work with the schools now.
And she's often found on her computer.
Her job became finding out what's out there.
And that led to Jen's new passion, advancing research and promoting education, early treatment, and screening for lung cancer. She does it through her new organization, Project Breathing Hope. For Jen, there is some good news, a promising treatment.
The pill that I take every day, it's a targeted therapy, so it allows me to, you know, continue my life.
Here, it's one day at a time, the treatment currently working.
I am considered no evidence of disease, which is the best label that they would ever give anyone in my situation.
The Ciprianis shared their story in hopes that people notice things like a persistent cough or anything else out of the norm and get it checked out. A new survey is shedding light on how Americans view their health. Researchers polled more than 2,000 adults. 71% rated their overall health as being either good or excellent. When it comes to the areas in their lives that need improvement, physical health was first, followed by financial stability and mental health.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our visible satellite, which is showing us where the clouds are occurring. The instrument up at outer space taking pictures of our weather. All of the white shaded color that you see advance after we get past sunrise on the time clock there. That is showing us how thick the cloud cover is across our region today and will stay that way as well. If you're heading out, you'll need the code. It's 34 in Greensburg, 33 Pittsburgh, 34 Indiana, and also in Butler. And when you factor in the highs and the lows, this is our average monthly temperature for the first 27 days of January. It's 35.8 degrees, which is actually more than 7.5 degrees above average. This is the warmest start, or 27 days, if you will, since 2006. So it's been a pretty warm January for us. For today, the high temperature close to average, maybe just a degree or so below. 34 this afternoon, winds west 5 to 15 miles per hour. We are still going to be tracking that chance for some light passing snow showers or even some drizzle. I want to show you that here on Storm Tracker. Here's 1:30 this afternoon. It is currently 12:48 here on your Tuesday. So this is going to show where the precipitation will continue to track in from the northwest. Once we get into the afternoon, there is still that threat that we're going to have some snow showers around the area. I don't want to entirely rule out drizzle mixing in because we've seen that today and the last couple of days. But this will be out there for this evening as well. So if you have any plans to head out, grab a bite to eat, you're going to be needing to keep dry somehow. So maybe the big coat with a hoodie if you have one of those, or even just a raincoat for that matter with the layers underneath. As we head into late tonight and into the day tomorrow, though, there are signs that the weather will clear out. However, we're still going to keep a rather cloudy sky around for midweek. 26 tonight, so it's going to be a cold one for us. The wind's light out of the northwest. If you're in Washington, about 22, Beaver 24, and Uniontown 25. Taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow, mid-20s go to 31 at noon, 33 at 5 o'clock, and that cloudy sky across the area. 36 for you in Greensburg tomorrow if you're out and about in Uniontown. Cold for you as well. 36. Washington 35. Let's look ahead to the weekend. Storm Tracker 7 a.m. Saturday. Looks dry right now, but again, this could change depending on the track of the low pressure system and the timing, of course, on the model data. But this is a look at 10:30 a.m. Saturday. Purple shaded color, mixed precipitation. That's going to be in the form of rain or snow. Snow you can see showing up in gray. In the afternoon, this is 3 o'clock, green, that's rain. Still a little bit of a rain-snow mix, though, for parts of our northern and eastern communities. Colder air settling in, changes over to snow showers come the late afternoon and evening. This is 10 p.m. And as we head into Sunday morning, those snow showers do look to continue, but then clearing out of here as we head through the day on Sunday. That's the way the overall picture looks right now. Of course, we'll keep track of it, let you know how everything unfolds as we get a little bit closer. I've also added in a chance for a little bit of a rain-snow mix on Thursday. Data coming in today showing this potential, but right now, more favorable area would be generally south and east of Pittsburgh. We'll let you know how that goes, but right now, plan on that chance at least, and then Friday, 39 dry, and we'll be tracking the weather as we head into the weekend.
Thanks, Danielle. The Motorola Razr phones are making a comeback. The company is now taking pre-orders for its new foldable Razr phone. It costs $1,500 and will ship early next month. Motorola has warned customers to be gentle with the phones, as the technology behind the phone's plastic folding screen is still in its infancy. Now is the time to start thinking about your taxes. Consumer advisor Clark Howard explains how a lot of people can file for free.
It's that time again. If you are going to expect a refund, you want to file your return early, right? Well, now you can. And here's the thing that's so important for you to know. Almost nobody is aware that most taxpayers can file their tax return for free. The program is simply called Free File, and unfortunately, most years, only maybe 3 in 100 people who are eligible take advantage of Free File. If you go to irs.gov, right on the home screen, you'll see the briefing for Free File. And then you just click there and you're able to pick which company you want to use to prepare and file your return for you for nothing. Why do people not do it? It's because most people aren't aware. The only key requirement is your income has to be below $70,000 a year in order for you to be eligible, which is roughly 100 million of us are eligible for this free way to do your taxes. I'm Clark Howard.
Steelers Nation representing. No surprise, a new survey ranks them the best football fans in America. What goes into making Pittsburgh the top town for football fans?
In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area.
It's why there can be heavy downpours in northern Allegheny County.
While it's dry in Greensburg and snow is moving into Irwin.
Our priority is to prepare you for the weather in your neighborhood.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News.
Tracking storms where you live.
Happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
We now know the names of the clouded leopard cubs at the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. They have been named Gail and Lynn. The names were chosen by the daughter of a longtime tour guide, Gail Noden. Gail volunteered at the zoo for 40 years, and her daughter says this is an opportunity to keep her mother's legacy and love of the zoo alive. And there are new canine officers on patrol in the city of Butler. Lieutenant Brian Grooms and his partner Chooch, and Officer Andrew Niederlander and his partner Rico both completed more than 3 months of training at the City of Pittsburgh training facility. The dogs, training, and vehicles were all paid for with grants from the community and donations. Steelers might not be heading to the Super Bowl, but they do have the best fans in the NFL. That's according to Wallet Hub's survey of football fans. For the second year in a row, the Steel City topped the list. Wallet Hub looks at ticket prices, fan friendliness, as well as engagement. The worst city, by the way, was Detroit. You can find that complete list right now on your WPXI mobile app. That's going to do it for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Snow falls, we use the area's most powerful tools to keep you prepared.
The most extensive school closings, always scrolling.
I'm tracking